Have you ever noticed how some people command respect without raising their voice, without threatening anyone, without showing power? Their secret is simple. They respect everyone, but they fear no one. Respect and fear are not the same. Respect comes from character. Fear comes from insecurity. One builds leaders. The other creates followers. Many people remain silent, not because they agree, but because they are afraid. Afraid of losing approval. Afraid of authority. Afraid of consequences. But remember, there is a difference between being respectful and being fearful. Respect is strength. Fear can become a prison. Life is about balance. Too much confidence becomes arrogance. Too much humility can become weakness. Too much respect can become blind obedience. Too much fear can make you surrender your own values. Balance is wisdom. Respect people because they are human. Question ideas because they may be wrong. Never confuse a person's position with the truth. A title doesn't make every decision correct. A powerful person can still make a poor decision. That is why wisdom asks questions, not out of rebellion, but out of responsibility. Never bend to what is wrong, even if everyone else accepts it. History remembers those who stood for truth, not those who silently watched because they were afraid. CTA. If you're ready to build unshakable character, fearless confidence, and timeless wisdom, subscribe to Hypermedia. Every episode is designed to help you lead your life with integrity, courage, and purpose. Imagine a young tree growing in a forest. When the wind blows, it bends, but it never breaks. Why? Because it is flexible, without losing its roots. That is how you should live. Be respectful in your words. Be humble in your attitude. But let your values remain deeply rooted. Never allow fear to uproot your principles. One of the greatest qualities of strong leaders is this: they can respectfully say, "I disagree." They don't insult. They don't shout. They don't humiliate. But they also don't pretend that wrong is right. Silence may keep you comfortable for a moment, but truth keeps your conscience peaceful for a lifetime. Whenever something doesn't feel right, pause. Ask questions. Why are we doing this? Is this ethical? Is this legal? Is this fair? Questions protect integrity. Questions protect organizations. Questions protect families. Questions protect society. Never stop questioning simply because someone is senior. Truth doesn't depend on hierarchy. Respect should never become blind obedience, and confidence should never become arrogance. Balance is the hallmark of wisdom. The strongest people remain calm, speak politely, stand firmly, and never compromise their values, because character is worth more than temporary approval. CTA. If these timeless principles are helping you become a wiser, stronger, and more courageous person, subscribe to Hypermedia. Together, we're building leaders who stand for truth with humility, wisdom, and integrity. There will be moments when doing the right thing will not be easy. People may laugh, criticize you, pressure you, even isolate you. But remember, your character is tested not when everything is easy, but when doing what's right comes at a cost. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It is choosing to do what's right, despite fear. Never seek to please everyone. Seek instead to please your conscience, because approval comes and goes. Integrity stays forever. People may forget what you achieved, but they'll always remember what you stood for. In every workplace, every family, every friendship, every society, there will be moments when you'll have to choose between comfort and courage, between silence and truth, between popularity and principles. Always choose principles, because principles never betray you. Respect every individual, regardless of their position. The office assistant, the security guard, the cleaner, the manager, the CEO. Treat everyone with dignity, but never allow any title to intimidate you into accepting what you know is wrong. Wisdom bows before truth, not before power. Balance is the secret. Respect without fear. Confidence without arrogance. Humility without weakness. Courage without aggression. When these qualities come together, you become a person others naturally trust, respect, and follow. Final CTA. If today's message strengthened your courage and reminded you to stand for truth, subscribe to Hypermedia. Together, we're building people of character, wisdom, integrity, and fearless leadership. One timeless lesson, one courageous decision, one extraordinary life. Life challenge. Today, observe every conversation. Whenever you feel afraid to speak, pause and ask yourself, am I being respectful or simply fearful? Then, speak the truth, calmly, politely, and confidently, not to win an argument, but to honor your values. Closing quote. Respect everyone because they deserve dignity. Fear no one because truth fears no authority. Stand firm against what is wrong, question what doesn't feel right, and let wisdom, not fear, guide every decision you make.